everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we have a tarot pick-a-pile card reading, and it's going to be on what is coming next, or what is next, and that could be in your love life, career, family, pretty much anything. So we'll see what the cards have to say, and it'll be about whatever it's about. If you're unfamiliar with a pick-a-pile tarot readings, basically you have different piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4, and you can kind of meditate on the piles and look at the piles and get an idea of which one you're most drawn to by your gut instinct, which one your intuition's drawing you towards. And then there'll be timestamps in the description, and you go to that pile and then you can listen to that reading. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and don't worry about what doesn't. And if you're drawn to more than one pile, you can definitely watch more than one. There's no problem there. Each pile, we put a different stone on, so that might help you choose which pile you can go with. Pile 1 here has a blue stone. Pile 2 has a deep red stone. Pile 3 has a peach colored stone. And pile 4 has kind of a opal or pearl color stone. Okay, now before we get to our general readings, I just wanted to remind you all that if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, to please do so and hit the bell icon. That way you can be notified of any future videos when they come out. Check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of tarot pick-a-pile readings on lots of different topics. Most of them are timeless. We also have a series out on reading tarot cards, as well as other videos on other spiritual topics. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. Also leave comments in the comment section. If there's any particular type of tarot readings you'd like to see, let me know about those. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a link in the description to PayPal. And so here in a moment, we're going to give you a few moments to reflect on the piles, and then once again, the description, there will be timestamps listed so you can go directly to whichever pile that you have chosen, and we'll see you there. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the blue stone. So we have that here, and remember, this reading is going to be about what is coming next. So whatever the cards happen to say, you know, what's coming next, whatever you have to look forward to, or whatever might happen either in your love life, career, family, pretty much anything that is out there in our lives. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got the Strength card, the Queen of Cups. Oh, that's nice. Okay, the Three of Swords, the Page of Swords. Okay, the Six of Swords. Oh, wow, I think I already got some stuff coming through here. All right, we've got the Knight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Emperor, the Tower, Judgment, and Thief. Okay. Wow. Okay, I think this particular reading has a lot to do with, for most of you, with your love life. Okay? That's a strong feeling I've gotten here with the cards that have shown up. A few of you, it might have to do with your career. But for the most of you, I think it's your love life, or something, you know, with a partnership, or something going on that way. I feel like recently, or very shortly, but I think it's been more recent, is you guys have had a massive heartache. Something really big has happened that's just really been difficult for you. With this card Thief here, I feel like somebody has broken your heart or almost stolen your heart or done something to steal your trust, maybe, if that makes any sense. I see that here with the Three of Swords as well. That shows that you've had something that's just really, really scarred you, that's really emotionally upset you. And the Tower card also shows that there's been some big upset, some big major changes happening, some big major things happening. Also, I kind of see that like towards the future as well. So that one kind of goes more towards what's happening. But I feel like, okay, you've had this major upset, heartache, somebody has done something to hurt you very badly, has possibly cheated on you or have stolen from you or has done something very dishonest towards you, that kind of thing. And because of that, it has really broken your heart. It has really left you just really having issues. But now I see that we have the Tower card, which means a major change is on its way. A major change is coming. And we also have the Six of Swords, so it's time to move away from that energy now. Now the Six of Swords is the escape from the battles, the conflicts, the issues that have arisen. And I see that now it's time to move towards that. That's where the major change is coming from, is to move away from this thing that's happened here. Because then we have the Page of Swords, and the pages to me are almost always messengers, or they can go and bring forth good news or help us with a new start, new beginning, go towards something because of the youthful, more carefree energy. And I see that that's where you're heading towards now, that you've got that. Because you've got the Strength card, which is way awesome, because this Strength card in particular, she's riding this Pegasus, this black, beautiful Pegasus that's just got all of this wonderful strength and power, and I feel like whatever you guys have gone through, you've learned from it and you've grown stronger because of it. And that's where the Strength card comes in, that you guys have the strength it takes to move forward now and go on and go to the great stuff that's coming, because we have so many cool stuff. We've got the Judgment card here, which I think in this case, this particular Judgment card shows the rays of divine light kind of shining upon this person. So in this particular Judgment card, I see it as you're being shined upon, that because of what you've gone through and what you've learned and who you are as a person, the universe is shining upon you and is coming forward with the good things that you could get coming forward to you. And I see that with these other cards here, because we have the Two of Wands, and twos or coming together, or a partnership, or sometimes a decision or reflection or a thinking, that kind of thing. And this Two of Wands, he has the world in his hands, and that's where you guys are at. And you might have a decision to make. You might have to let things go and decide which path to go on. So there might be a big decision to have here. I kind of see that's something that's there for a lot of you, that you may not be sure where to go yet because of what all has happened, but there's a decision to make. But you guys have the strength and the knowledge to go forward and make the right decision for you, because we have emotional happiness here. We got the Knight of Cups, and he is the emotional suit. The Cups is the suit, and the Knight, he's like Prince Charming, and he's full of compassion, and he's idealistic, and he's graceful and diplomatic and all that. But he's also the one, for me, when I see the Knights, I see them coming back from a war with good news, with the victories of war, with good things. And so he is coming back now with the right emotions for you to be, because I feel like this is a very emotional thing that's happened in your life. It's left you kind of emotionally devastated and kind of torn up. And so, because of that, now the knight is coming forward with those wonderful feelings and bringing forward that along with the page of swords. The swords things, this might actually mean somebody that's coming into your life, somebody who's very curious and witty and inspired and has lots of mental agility and alertness. And so this might be the person that's going to come in and help with this and help with your emotional feelings and help, get that better. But we also have the Queen of Cups here, which to me is ultimate emotional happiness. And this one's so beautiful. She's there with these beautiful snowy wolves, and it's kind of a winter scene. And to me, the winter is almost a renewal. It shows like the wiseness, because it's the last of the seasons before we start back over again. And so you guys have gone through all of this heartache and conflict and things and change and all of these things that have happened. And now you've come through it much wiser, stronger, older, and beautiful. Look how beautiful this Queen of Cups card is. I just love it. It could be somebody like the page. It could be somebody that's coming into your life. That could be somebody who's full of compassion and warmth, and a healer and a counselor, and giving you the support you need. So it might be a combination of these type of energies going on. Or I really feel like for the most part this represents you. This is who you are. You are the one who's come through, and you've kept on with all of that compassion and warmth and kindness and things that, some people going through what you've gone through would lose all that and would not necessarily keep it. But I feel like you guys have kept all those things, and emotionally you're able to go forward with that now because you have all that. And then we've got the Emperor card, which he's kind of the ultimate of the ultimate. He's on top of everything. He's wise, he's knowledgeable, he knows everything. And I feel like this one pertains mostly to those of you that this deals with your career rather than your love life. I still feel like for most of you this is a love life thing, but for the few of you that this is career related, I feel like the Emperor is the one who's going to show you being on top. He's the one, this is the one that represents you in the reading, where the emotional one was the Queen of Cups. This one is you're going to reach the top of your game. The Emperor's in charge of everything, and you guys are going to reach that level. So even though you've had these things that's happened, thief, maybe somebody stole your business from you, or stole from you, or was really, you feel like you've been taken from you. You feel like things were stolen, and it's really hurt your heart and really been really difficult for you. Even though that's happened, and it's a major change in your life, a big upheaval, a lot of stuff, you're able to move on from that now, and you're going to be able to rise to the top through that's what's coming forward for you. You're going to be able to do that because we do have good judgment flowing down on you from the stars and from the heavens and from the universe, and they are giving you this, bathing you in this warmth and light and energy, and you guys have that. The Queen of Cups also has a strong intuition, and so I feel like it's important for you guys to follow your intuition when it comes to this. Dealing with that decision that you guys have to make, the choices that you have. I think you can follow that. Use your intuition. The Wands cards deal with your spirit, and spirit is kind of helping you make that decision, and so follow your intuition to be able to do that. We do have some charms here, and I think I want to pull a few just to see if we have any other useful, helpful messages that might come through with this. Okay. Oh, well, see, now we have the snake. I'm going to see if I can get this up a little higher so it can be seen a little easier. Okay, we have the snake, and we have the bulldog. We have a G and a B. We have the musical layer. And, try to turn this the right way. I believe it's kind of a loving symbol with you know, it's kind of like the winged hearts kind of thing. And then we have the Four of Clubs, which is a wonderful, stable, more stable energy, and I like that. And then we have Make a Wish, Success. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. This goes right along with everything we've been saying. We've got a snake here. So this represents the snake in the grass, the thief, the person who did you wrong, hurt you, whatever. I feel like that's what this snake is representing at this point. And we still have that. That's still there. But we also have the bulldog energy, which is the fighter. And that's what you guys are. That goes along with this strength card here. Bulldogs don't let go. They go forward. They keep letting things doing, and I feel like that's the strength you guys have. You have the strength to move forward and not let go and keep going. So even though what you've gone through, and I also kind of see that with the winged heart here, is instead of this Three of Swords energy with the heart being impaled, you now have the winged heart. So with these other cards and this music. Also, I kind of see this as almost like music to your soul or music in your heart, so that it can be uplifting to you. You now have a chance for that to move forward and sail on. And all you have to do is make your wish and get your success. See, that's what this is all about here. I love that message there. We also have a G and a B, which could be initials possibly, or if it means something specific to you, if those letters mean anything specific to you. For some reason, I see things like good boy or goodbye. You know, maybe it's time to say goodbye to somebody. That's kind of what popped into my head when I saw them. And then we have the Four of Clubs too. And the clubs energy is like what we were talking about earlier. It's the wands. And the four is the more stable energy. It's the more stronger of the two. So it's like the double of the two. So I think that's just reinforcing that you use your intuition, use spirit to help guide you, that they're there with you, so that you guys definitely have, you know, wonderful things to look forward to if you utilize your strength, get past some of this energy and this change that's happened. Make your great decision, use your intuition to do that, use the universe to help you with that. I think you've got some wonderful things coming along. I think you're going to feel very emotionally happy and more fulfilled than you have been lately. I see that, you know, I don't think everything's going to, you know, be totally wonderful and awesome forever kind of thing. Nothing like that. But I feel like you're going to feel better than you have recently. And it's going to make you emotionally happier, stronger, maybe financially happier if it's with a business, and you're gonna, you know, just move forward with your life and feel a lot more fulfilled than what you have. Okay, I think that's all I have for pile one today. I really hope you enjoyed the reading, and remember to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel and check out our other readings. We'll see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. And you were the ones who chose the Deep Red Stone. And remember, this reading is about what is coming next in your life. And this could be your love life, your career, your family, or a combination thereof, or just whatever happens to go. So let's see what we've got here. We've got the Knave of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. We have the Fool card. Oh, how cute. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Death card. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. The Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow. Lots of really cool stuff going on here. The Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords. Wow, I got fives and sevens. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess and Merriment. Okay. Well, all right. It's interesting how we have the Seven of Swords cards here, which kind of represents a thief, in my opinion, or somebody who's trying to get away with something, or somebody who's stealing something from the encampment. Pile 1 also had a thief energy in it, so I find that interesting that both of them showed up in the same thing here. Because I almost, with the Fool card here, I get in some of the same energies as I had in the first reading, but not quite the same thing. But I feel like for just a small few of you. So if you were drawn to this pile and also to pile 1, you might want to watch pile 1 because maybe that was might have more messages for you than this pile, because this is just a very, very slight message just for a couple of you. I feel like some of you all feel like somebody stole something from you or took something away from you, and that you were a fool for trusting them or believing them, and that you were very naive and were taken in by them. And so that's possible that pile 1 might have some messages for you, but I don't think that that message is for most of the people in this pile, if that makes any sense at all. Hopefully it does to some of you guys. But I do feel like some of you all have a change coming up in your life. You have, either you're right in the midst of it right now, or it's coming forward pretty soon, that you guys are feeling a lack. Okay, you guys are feeling, especially monetarily, I think this is monetarily for most of you guys. There's a few of you it might have to do with love or emotions or family kind of things, but I think for most of you guys this is a material thing. So it could be your career, it could be just money oriented, if if you don't have a career, or if your career is okay, it just might be money. Maybe you've lost some money, like maybe you have money in the stock market and you lost it. Maybe your job, you had to take a cut in pay or a cut in hours or something like that. So it might be those kinds of things. But I feel like some of you guys feel like you're having a tightening right now. You have a lack. Okay, it's not totally gone though, because with both of these cards, both of these 5 energies, they're both change cards, but they're also, okay, they kind of show kind of being beat up. Okay, look at this whole tree, a bunch of it's gone and dead, and had a bunch of it be blown away or die off because of the winter. And then this, they're coming back from battle or whatever. But both of these cards to me are representing, to me in this reading, that even though you might be feeling a lack right now or very soon, if you haven't gone through that just yet, or you're not right in it just now, it's going to be soon. But even if you're in that lack energy, or you've had a constriction of your finances, or some things have happened, there's still opportunities there. There's still things coming forward. There's still things that can be utilized based on what you do have. Like in this case, they've come back from the war and they're wounded and they're, dragging along, but they're victorious. Okay, so even if you have some wounds here, even if you've been wounded some, and for the few of you that this is love related, even if you've been wounded or some, you're still going to be victorious in it or whatever. But I still feel like this is money oriented for almost all of you. And I think the death card is kind of going along with that too, because the death card to me also shows big changes, things happening. And sometimes when you feel like death has come, you feel like you've lost something. So I just kind of feel like all 3 of these cards kind of make you feel that way, that you have a lack of something, like something's been constricting. That's what I keep kind of hearing, is constriction or tightening of the belt kind of energy, or feeling like you don't have that much. But as you can see with the 5 of Pentacles cards here, there's still some pentacles to be plucked, and there's still some to be used. And in the 5 of Swords energy here, they did come out victorious, even though they've been wounded and do have some issues. So just know that if you're not in it right now, and it's coming forward, know that it's only temporary, and that feeling that you have of lacking or being constricted isn't going to last, and that you do have opportunities coming forward and you can move forward and do that. And I see that because of all these other cards available here. We have the Knight of Cups, which is an emotional, knights to me are the ones who come through and bring forward the spoils of victory and whatever. But this particular Knight of Cups card, it's from a different set, and it has lots of wolves and Pegasi and other creatures like that in it. And in this case, she's got the paw print on her shoulder. She's got the wolf. She's close to him, so she's got an extremely closeness with her animal. And the knights are so interesting to me. The Knight of Cups is very much full of compassion, they're artistic, they're graceful, they're tactful, they're diplomatic, they're negotiators. And I kind of feel like that's you guys. You guys are the tactful ones. You guys have lots of skills. The high priestess can kind of show this too. She's full of knowledge. She is diplomatic. She can help solve disputes and whatever. And I feel like that's you guys. You guys have this ability. You guys have this knowledge and you're able to do that. And so because you can do that, you are highly sought after. Okay? So if you've lost a job, or if you've temporarily had to go down in a job, or if other things have happened, you guys can move forward and get past that obstacle fairly easily because you're highly skilled. You're highly knowledgeable, you're highly skilled, you're full of compassion, you can be very artistic too for some of you. I see things like graphic designer and drawing and those kind of artistic endeavors. That's kind of what I'm seeing in my head. And so your skills will be needed and you will be able to use them to go forward. We also have the Queen of Swords, and the queens are always they're on top of their game and they really know things. And the Queen of Swords, she's very honest, principled, objective, and that kind of thing. And so I think there's going to be somebody in your life that's going to come through who can help you get on the right path. It can help you decide which way to go, help you know which way. I think this is somebody that's close to you in your life. I think this is either your spouse or your mother or an aunt or somebody who's very strong, very wise, has lots of knowledge, and can help you through whatever problems and troubles that you're having, give you lots of advice, give you constructive criticism if you need it, because sometimes we do need that. They're very objective, so they can kind of help you keep on the right mode of thinking of things, because sometimes when we think of something, we can be really skewed and we can go, wow, I don't even know, this is the way I think it is. And then somebody else comes along and says, well, did you ever think of that? And I see this person as kind of being that way, where they can go, hey, look at it this way. Kind of turn things upside down for you just there a little bit. But because of that, because of this person in your life that can help you through, and because of your skills that you have, and your knowledge and artistic abilities and compassion, you can get past this feeling of lack and this constriction that you've been going through. And look at these wonderful cards we have here. First of all, we have merriment. Look at this. If this is having to do with your love life, because I still think for a couple of you that's the case. Look at this. You got this old couple celebrating here. It almost looks like maybe New Year's or something, and they're celebrating merriment. We also have the Ten of Cups, which is kind of almost the ultimate emotional happiness card, where there's rainbows and cups and children playing, and you've got a couple happy. So I feel like with all four of these cards, with the Six of Pentacles, which means that you have enough now that you can give it out to other people. Okay, so instead of the Five of Pentacles, where there's hardly anything there, you have just barely what you need to get by, and maybe not even enough there. Now you have enough that you have so much now you can give it out to other people and be more celebratory. It's also kind of the energy of the Six of Cups too, or Six of Pentacles, sorry. The Six of Pentacles, just so much has to do with that. And also, you notice how he's giving it to children, and go back to that innocence and helping other people kind of thing. And this has children in it too. So I feel like if that's something that you guys want in your life, I think there's a few of you watching this you want that home life and that family, and I see that for you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, and I kind of see that as kind of flipping. It's time for things to flip. So if you've been in this lack kind of thing, and what's going on here with the lackness of, it's time to flip that. Now the Wheel of Fortune's turning back around, more into your favor, more towards this type of energy here, and giving you more of what you want in life, especially financially. I really feel like this is a big time financial reading here for most of you. I think most of you that pick this is a financial thing going on in your life that's really, it's what you've been focusing on a lot lately. It's what you've been worrying about. It's what you've been thinking about. And I think with these cards, it shows that that's only temporary and that it's not going to last that long. And you have people in your life that can help you get through that. And you also have the emotions and things and the creativity, the compassion to get forward and move past that. And get to the more celebratory type of cards, and also have enough to be able to help other people, which I think is important to a lot of you. I think in the past you probably have been very giving. I feel like you are a very giving type of person, and so it's probably been hard on you that you haven't had much lately to be able to do that. But that's going to come back again, and you're going to be able to, and that will make you feel better too. And also, even when we feel like we don't have enough, sometimes we still can give to other people, and sometimes it doesn't have to be monetarily. Sometimes just giving our time is good enough. Just volunteering a little bit of that can be useful. And since you guys are kind of good counselors and that kind of thing, just being able to be there and listen to people who need you might be important right now. So I think a few of you needed to hear that as well. Okay, we also do have a few charms, and I do kind of want to grab a couple here just to see if there's any little extra little messages or anything that might come through here. Oh, we have the feather. I like that because the feathers to me are almost always signs from the universe of the universe is kind of there with you. They're on your side. They're watching. They're helpful. I'm all of a sudden seeing Forrest Gump and the feather kind of traveling along at the beginning, but I just kind of see that as, things happen the way they should, and things go on, and that spirit is there with you throughout it. We have the Ace of Clubs and the Queen of Hearts, I believe. Yeah, Queen of Hearts, a little hard to see there. Okay, and the Queen, again, it's another Queen energy, and the Queens are awesome because they just are so full of, they have so much knowledge, and they've kind of reached the top of their game. And the Queen of Hearts, she's full of that compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition, healer, support, counselor kind of energy. And so if it doesn't represent you, like the High Priestess and the Knave of Cups, if that doesn't represent you, it's once again like the Queen of Swords energy. There's somebody in your life that can help you with that, with those type of things. But I really feel like that's just enforcing the energies that we were talking about earlier, that you guys have all of that energy with you. We also have the Ace of well, it's clubs, but that means wands, and aces are a beginning, and I think it's just showing it's time for the new beginning, that the new beginning's coming. It's coming soon. And being being part of the wands, it just goes to show spirit and passion. Something you can really like can really show up here. It's wonderful new beginning energy. I really like that energy. We also have a nice heart kitty here and another cat. So cats to me represent intuition and 9 lives, so they can get up and get back again, and get up from whatever fall they've taken and keep going. We also, these two particular cats are very playful oriented, and so I feel like you might have some playtime coming up, some wonderful joyous, because we see this here with the family, with them playing out in the yard, and we've got children here, so I kind of just see this whole playful kind of thing coming forward to you. We also have the star that says love you, which I just see once again as spirit saying we love you, we're there with you, look upon the stars and we're there, kind of thing. We also have an H, an N, and an N, so those might mean something to you specifically. Those almost look like call letters to me on like a radio station or something. Which, I'm not sure if there is any that's that particular, but anyway, for some reason that's just what popped into my head. I think that might have to do with some of the creativity y'all have. Okay, so those are some wonderful messages that just kind of go along with this. I do like the kitty energy. I like the loving heart and the playfulness, because I think that that's important for you guys to keep in mind. uh, through this feeling of lack is if you guys have pets or children or anybody else in your life, or go out and find YouTube videos of these things. If you enjoy them, go out and just watch those things and just smile, because you'd be surprised if you can smile how happier you'll feel and how all of a sudden more inspired you'll be, which is kind of the Ace of Club energy too, is inspiration. So I feel like if you look at the playfulness of kittens, or puppies, or your pets, or your kids or other kids, or just whatever kinds of things like that have that useful, joyful energy, if you go out and watch that and smile because of it, it will help you get more inspired and help you feel better, because I think some of y'all need that. Okay, I think that's all I have for pile 2 today. I really hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up, and also we will see you for any future readings that we have, and we look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys are the ones who chose the peach colored stone. And remember, this reading is on what is coming next in your life, either in love or career or finances or family or whatever you're thinking of, okay? Or whatever the cards happen to tell us this is about, all right? So we got the Magician, like that, and the Two of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. Oh, wow. The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I love this energy. The King of Wands. Oh, this is so beautiful. The Emperor. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Death card. And the Ten of Wands. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Seven of Pentacles. The Death card again. Okay. And the Three of Swords. Wow. Okay. I think coming forward, there is going to be something ending. Something is coming to an end. We've got lots of completion cards here. It's time for something to end. Whatever it happens to be, something is coming to an end. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything. But there's something coming to an end. There's something that either just has come to an end or it's getting ready to. And it might hurt a little bit. This particular Three of Swords card shows the wiseness of the owls here, and it kind of has the crow, which kind of shows death too. But I feel like whatever ending this is, you're going to become wiser because of it. You're going to gain a lot of knowledge. You're going to, or have gained, through the experience, you will have gained something. Whatever this is that's coming to an end or just has come to an end, I think is something that you've learned a bunch from. I'm not even sure. This one isn't real clear about what this is talking about. The first two piles were a little clearer. This one could be about anything. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe it'll be clearer here in a few minutes when we look at some other things. But whatever this that has come to the end, whatever has come to an end, or getting ready to come to an end if it hasn't yet, you will have learned a lot, okay? And you will have come out of it with so much knowledge and just so much. It's overwhelming what you will have learned from this, and I'm not even sure I can give examples of what you would have learned necessarily, but you would have learned just so many things. It's amazing. But because of this, you've got so many joyous things coming forward. Sometimes people think of things ending as being really scary and really a bad thing. Some people think of it as a bad thing, or they're like, oh my gosh, change. Oh no, I don't want that change to happen. Because, we also kind of show some change in the Five of Swords card as well. But what change does for us is it gives us room for new things to come into our life. Sometimes if things don't change, we can't go forward. We can't move forward. We can't go on with the rest of our life. We can't get the rest of the wonderful things that are out there for us. And so don't be afraid of the change, okay? Don't be scared of it, because I think some of you can be horribly terrified of this change that's happening. But I think that is a good change. It's something that's really, really going to help you guys just feel really great, because it is time for things to end. We've got the Ten of Wands cards here, which shows them harvesting things. It's the 10, so it's the completion energy. They've managed to complete that along. I think for some of you, this might have to do with a partnership or some of, because they show two people here. And wands do deal with things that we're passionate about and that kind of thing. So it might have to do with a partnership, but that may not be the case. I just think that for you guys, you've reached the ending, and it's time to harvest the rewards of that. Okay, because they're harvesting now. It's time to take it home and get it. And then that's also, we have some beautiful pentacle cards here. I love these pentacles. We have the 2, which is a coming together, or a 2 energy, or a partnership energy in of itself, and pentacles are very much things that we care about on the earth, and our businesses and finances and those kind of things. And being a 2, it could mean a new partnership starting, because of what you learned before, maybe. We also have the Knight, which I see somebody coming forward with maybe an offer. I see this Knight is coming forward and saying, hey, look, we can do this, or let's do this. The Knight of Pentacles deals a lot with, they're hard workers, they're patient, they're practical, they're reliable, they're efficient. So but I see, when I see this one, I see somebody is offering, because you see how he's coming forward with his pentacle in his hand. I almost want him to see, I'm offering this to you. There's an opportunity that's going to be offered to you from somebody. Somebody's going to offer you something. Now, whether or not you take it or not, that you need to follow your intuition on that as to what you feel like you should do. But I feel like you've got the Magician card here, and you have the 7 of Pentacles. You guys can create and manifest anything you want in this life. You have the Magician energy and the 7 of Pentacles. She's creating new life. She's, plucking life there. It's the Pentacles energy, so it deals with the things that we care about on earth, and our businesses, our health, our finances, our, it could even be love. But whatever you guys want to manifest, you guys have the ability to do it. And I even see that with the 5 of Swords cards here, because this particular 5 of Swords card, it's up in the air. So it deals a lot with what your ideas are, and what your knowledge is, your power. And it, it has hummingbirds and dragonflies and those kinds of things in there. So because of that, I see that as your wishes, your manifestation, what you can manifest out of thin air, basically. And so I see that with these cards here, is you guys are great manifestors. You guys are wonderful. You guys can create things that you want just by wishing for them and using forth your powers. And so because of that, you also have the King of Wands and the Emperor energies here. And these both, whenever we get to the King and Queens, I always like to say they're kind of on top of their game. They have the highest thing possible. And Wands are very much creative and passionate and full of fire and spirit. And so I feel like this is you guys. You guys have, since you guys have that magician, that manifestation ability, you're very creative energies. You can, like I said, create things out of thin air. It's kind of what I keep hearing is, out of thin air, just create it, just kind of come up. And so you guys can create your own reality. You guys can do what you want in this life, or get what you want in this life. So with your knowledge and what you've learned from this change coming up, use that to manifest what you're looking for. Use that to manifest what you want, because we also have the Emperor here, which is basically on top of everything. He's above kings, in my opinion. He's got it. Everything earthly that's available there, the Emperor represents. Okay, so anything you guys earthly desire and earthly want, you can get. And I do feel like a partnership might be important for quite a few of you, mostly because of the Two of Pentacles and because I think somebody's going to be offering you something. So I think maybe somebody's going to come forward and offer you a partnership or help finance you in a venture, or in some way somebody is going to either be a silent partner or want to form a partnership with you or help you out with that. But I think that somebody is going to come along that's going to help you, and you can use your manifestation energies to create whatever it is that you're wanting to get and whatever it is you want to have. And so I think it's definitely time for a change. It's time for a change to happen. It's time for the completion. It's time to harvest what you've learned and what you know already. Maybe some of you guys have completed studies on something. Maybe you've completed college or something, and so now it's time to go out into the world and take what you've learned in college and go out and use it. So that could be it. That kind of finally came forward. Like I said, I wasn't sure what it was, so that might be something for you guys. Just whatever you have learned up to this point, and now it's time to move on and go forward and take that knowledge and manifest what you want now, because it's time for this change to happen. It's time for the one phase that you've been in to end, and time to move forward. Okay, we do have some charms, and we're going to pull out a few. Oop, a little C came out here. All right, let's see. We got a few letters here. We got H, Q, headquarters, I like that. HQC. All right. Oh, we've got the heart key. I love that. And the tree of life. Oh, and a feather. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes, ingenuity. The fan always represents to me, it's kind of with the wand suit. It's a lot of creativity. It's a lot of ingenuity. I always think of creating things like getting patents for stuff, engineering new things. And so I feel like, you guys have that energy. You guys can do that. You guys can start that. And we have the dragon energy again. And I think that goes very much with this card here of the magician card, because this magician, she has a dragon with her here. So I just kind of think that just shows you guys can manifest it. You guys can do anything. You have that dragon energy. You can do it. I also kind of see that with the tree here. We also have love. I think for a few of you that this was, you were thinking of love and partnerships and that kind of thing. We do have some messages here for that in the charms. It didn't come out so much in the cards. But we got perhaps love with the circle. We've got the two parrots kissing. We've got the love with the circle. We've got the tree, and we've got the key of heart here. So I think the charms are really focusing on the love part of this reading. That you guys, if you're looking for love or want love, that partnership can be definitely coming forward here. The Two of Pentacles kind of shows that too. That partnership, it could definitely be on the horizon. You guys do have that magical ability to manifest that, and that could be there, and that it's strongly written here. You've got the key here, so it should, with the heart, so you got the key to somebody's heart already available to you. You already have that with you. And so if you're taking a change in love, if something is ending in your love life, just know that coming forward, there is something wonderful and beautiful coming forward with that, because I just see that with all of these cards here. And the Nine of Hearts kind of shows that too a little bit. It's an emotional card, but it is getting towards the end in completion energy again. But I think it's in a good way, like a celebratory type, time to celebrate type of way. So I think that kind of goes along with this love card here. And then the feather always, to me, just kind of shows that the universe is looking down on things and kind of helping you out. So always look for the universe to help you if you need it. Look for signs, symbols, because feathers are quite often a good sign or symbol for people. But, create your own symbols and then have the universe help you with that. It might lead you to what you're looking for. Okay, so I see that as this specifically for several of you. I think you need to pick a sign or a symbol, and it could be feathers, could be anything. It could be rainbows, it could be dogs, it could be a specific type, it could be a specific word, it could be anything that comes into your mind that you would like to see as a sign or symbol, but ask the universe to help lead you towards those signs. They will help lead you towards where you're wanting and where you're wanting to go, and the things you're wanting to get. That will help you with the manifestation that you want to do. Okay? So I think that's all I have for pile 3 today, and I really hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and family, and we look forward to seeing you in future videos. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the pearly type white stone here. All right, now remember, this reading is on what is coming next in your life. It could deal with love, career, finances, family, pretty much anything. So whatever the cards happen to say here. So let's see what we've got. We've got the Judgment card, the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Karma card, the High Priestess, the Justice card, my goodness, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel, the Stars, and Anger. Okay. Wow. I really think, because we've got all these, okay, we've got Karma and Justice and Judgment. Okay, all of these cards, and they're from 3 different decks, which is interesting. All of these cards to me show that somehow or another there is some sort of I'm trying to think of the word. For some of you guys, this might be a legal matter. This might have to do with, you know, the court system, something like that, but I don't think so. I think this is more of either a spiritual judgment or that kind of thing. I see the anger here, and this may have to do with it, okay? I think there's been a lot of anger going on because either somebody's being judgmental of you, or you have been judgmental of somebody else because of something they've done. But basically, there's something that's caused some anger. There's been some fighting. There's been some things, and I almost see that with this card too. I feel like there's been a lot of strife and anger and disappointment and fights, especially like I keep thinking like with children or with parents or with that kind of energy. I kind of see that with these cards here, that somehow or another there's been a fight, or there's somebody is just passing judgment. Okay, now I kind of feel like maybe it's your parents that are passing judgment on you, and you've been fighting with them. They want something for your life, and you don't like that, what they want you to have, and you want to go your own way, and they want you to go a certain way, or you feel like they're judging you for what you've chosen to do, and because of that, there's been a lot of fights and anger and problems, and you guys are just like, ugh. You know, there's been these issues. I feel like there's been a lot of issues going on with, I really feel like it's family members. I feel like, you know, keep thinking of parents and children. So either you're the parent or you're the child, but either way, I feel like there's been this problem with the generational type of issues where one wants to do one thing, the other wants to do another, and there's fighting going on because of that. Hopefully that makes sense. That there's been this issue. There's been lots of judgments made, a lot of problems made, a lot of people who want to force what they want done. And I feel like especially for those of you who are the younger of the generational set that we're talking about here, I feel like you guys are very creative. I feel like you guys are very passionate about your creativity. I think you're artists. I'm thinking necessarily possibly painting or those type of things, whatever artistic, doing something with your hands artistically. I really feel like that is something that's big for you guys. It's something that's big in your guys' life. And because of that, I feel like that might be what's causing some strife with the other person, because I feel like the other person in your life, somebody that you're concerned with, the King of Swords, they're very much disciplined and authoritarian figures, and they have lots of integrity and moral things, but they're very strict and have high standards. And I feel like maybe somebody has had those kind of standards over you in this life, and they're passing that judgment on over you, and they're making it hard for you to feel like you can be free to do what you want to do. Okay, you guys are very artistic. You know, I see that too in the Star card and in the High Priestess card here. You guys are very artistic souls. You're very sensitive souls. You're very intuitive souls. And the people in your life that you are fighting with, that there's a lot of anger going on with, or that are passing judgment on you, or wanting you to go a certain way in life and you don't want to go that way, whoever that happens to be, may not understand that creativity and that intuition, and that, because they are very authoritarian. They are very disciplined, want you to be disciplined. They're very serious kind of people, and maybe you don't have that kind of attitude about it. And so I feel like this has been kind of an ongoing thing for a while, that this has been a fight that you guys have had. It's been ongoing. You feel like you're being judged. You feel like there's a lot of anger going on both directions. There's a lot of things happening. The wheel card here might denote that it's time for that to flip and change, but right now I feel like it hasn't changed yet, that it is kind of stagnant and stuck. This particular wheel card almost always looks like it's just deserted and kind of out there, and it's going to get overgrown soon and not be seen. And I kind of feel like that's kind of the energy you guys are kind of stuck in right now. You're stuck in this stagnant anger and problems, and you know, look at this fiery dragon, you know, anger here. We got this anger going on here. We got, you know, the kid being, you know, oof, got his arms crossed, and I don't like what I see here. And I think that this is something you guys are stuck in right now, and I'm really hoping, I want to pull a couple more cards to see, because for some reason these cards are dealing mostly with the energy you guys are in right now, and not so much the energy of where you're heading. And so maybe it just means for the near future, maybe you guys are still going to be stuck in this for a while. I really hope not, because that would not be a good thing here. Let's see if we can pull a couple of clarifying cards. See if we can get anything else to help us know what might be coming forward from this anger and this stuck energy that we've got going on here. Because this has been something going on. Ooh, got one right here. It's been going on for a while. All right, we got the World card. Now that's great. I like that, because that shows, that's kind of the ultimate completion energy, but it also kind of shows that you can have everything. So this can be resolved. You can turn this Wheel of Fortune and flip it on its head and go around, and you can resolve this conflict that's been going on, and reach this wonderful peace. You look, we've got this wonderful griffin, or other magical, it's a magical creature. I'm thinking of Harry Potter, the hippogriff. But anyway, it's that type of magical creature, and you notice how they've got this wonderful, they're two different energies going on here. They're two different, totally different souls, but they're compassionate together. And I kind of feel like, okay, you guys are totally different souls. Yep, that's very true. There is no doubt about that, but you guys can come together with a common ground. It can happen. Let's see if we have any advice on how that might happen, how you might actually get this to happen, because I feel like it's, you guys want to resolve these issues. You guys don't want, oh, we've got, I don't think that's it there. Let's see if we've got, how can we resolve this conflict? What kinds of things can we do to help resolve the conflict that's been going on and that has been ongoing, and kind of we're still stuck in this energy here? All right, let's see what we've got. All right, the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords energy deals with worrying about things that aren't necessarily real, or might be more in our heads than what they are in reality, or our nightmare situation. So if you guys are stuck in this energy, you guys, maybe you feel like if you don't come to an agreement, like, because this Judgment card, they're offering up, their sword here almost. And so maybe you guys feel like, I can't make up with them, I can't go forward. So I think your fears might be unfounded here. I think if you gave that olive branch, if you came out and talk to them, yeah, they're probably still going to want you to go their own way. They're probably still going to want you to do what they want you to do and that kind of thing. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get past that, but if you're willing to go, hey, let's not talk about this. Let's just enjoy everything else that we have going on in our lives. Let's, maybe it's an unfounded fear. Maybe you guys have a fear that you can't make up. And I think that's an unfounded fear, because I think you can. We have some charms. I'm going to see if some charms are going to help us here and figure out how we can get past this energy. Oops, something's flying out here. I got a Y. Thought something else did, but I don't see it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We got JRYYD. Okay, those could be initials, or if they mean anything to any of you. I also kind of see jury. So once again, I see a judgment going on here. There's no U, but I see jury written out there for some reason. So once again, it's a judgment thing. So maybe if for you this is a legal matter, maybe there's going to be a jury that's going to come up with the solution or the problem. But I also kind of think too, follow your heart and believe. So I think that has to go along with here. It's an unfounded fear. Follow your heart. Because see, you've got the skull and crossbones here, which is kind of a danger sign or a warning sign. Or in this case, I feel like it's an unhappiness sign. But look, you've got the heart key and the heart and the believe. And so I feel like if you believe that you can work things out, if you believe that you can get past the judgmental jury you got going on over here, okay, and follow your heart. If you believe in that, you can get past this energy, and you can have a better relationship than what you've had so far up to this point. Otherwise, you guys are just going to get stuck in this pattern over and over again, and I would hate to see that for you guys, because I don't think that that's truly where you need to be. I think you guys can get past this. I think if your heart is telling you that it's time to make up and that you want to give an olive branch and reach out, I really feel like it's time to do that, and that you need to go forward and do that, because you do have the key to your emotional happiness and heart here. And now, follow your heart too. If for some reason, I feel like I need to say this for a few of you. If this stress and emotion has been so much that you can't sleep, that you're having nightmares, that it's been very bad for you, it dwells on you a lot, it hangs over your head all the time. If that kind of emotional energy is there, and you're still talking to these people and they just keep doing it over and over again, whenever you talk to them, it happens, and you feel like you got the swords over you again. If that happens, it's okay to cut that energy out of your life. Sometimes, I mean, we get to choose our friends and who we be around. We don't get to choose our families, although some people believe that our souls choose that before we get here. But we don't get to choose our families, but we get to choose whether or not we communicate with them. Okay? So if there is a friend or a family member or somebody else out there who's always judgmental, always causing you problems, it's causing a lot of stress in your life, you never feel happy when you talk to them, you don't whatever, and you feel like, gee, I just wish I could never talk to them again. Well, you know what? You can do that. If that is what your heart is leading you to do, now remember, you have to follow your own advice. You have to go with what you feel is right. But if that is what your heart is telling you to do, then go for it. Because you will eventually feel happier by cutting these people out of your life. Because I know some people who had a lot of issues with their siblings, and they all finally decided that they weren't going to have anything to do with them anymore. They weren't going to speak with them. They weren't going to communicate with them. They weren't, they have nothing to do with them. They just basically cut them off entirely. And they've been much happier ever since. And every once in a while, they bring up memories and thoughts, and those kind of things kind of come into their head. But in the long run, they're not stressing every single day because of the problems and the stripes they were having. So if there are people in your life that is causing that kind of emotional distress in you, please, please, please follow your heart and go with the way you need to go. But if you've been having these kind of ongoing problems and issues, but you want to resolve them and you want to get through that and you want to get back with them, know that that can happen. And if you believe it in your heart, and if it's what your heart is telling you to do, then try to make up with them. Try to get past some of these issues and strifes that you've been having, because I think that that is also possible for those of you that want to go that route and believe that that can happen, and really feel like that's where you want to go. Okay, because that's where following your heart here is a very important message, because you have to know, because we do have the skull and crossbones, and that does mean danger. That does mean, so it could be dangerous path to follow that path. It could be dangerous for your emotional security and for your heart. So that's up to you to decide which way you want to go or how you want to work with this conflict. But that is definitely something I think you guys need to go forward and make that decision and go forward with. Okay, I think that's all I have for pile 4 today. I really, really, really hope that this was helpful and that there were some good messages here for you. Please give the video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and family if there's a pile that might be good for them. Leave comments in the comments section, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please remember to do so, and I'll see you in future readings. Bye-bye.